Hi guys, so I have another unboxing for you. So this one is really kind of annoying. So this one preferably actually should have turned up on Friday, which I believe was the 25th. So I actually pre-ordered this game from Amazon. Unfortunately, what Amazon did was they oversold their allocation in regards to this particular one and this particular version of this game. So instead of telling people like a day or two before, so people, if they really wanted this game, could technically go out of their way finding it elsewhere, they didn't. Personally, I got my email telling me this halfway through Friday when I'm expecting this to be delivered, basically saying not that they'd sold too many of their allocation, but perhaps they couldn't get enough of this game specifically from the supplier and I guess the developer itself. On my particular email, it actually stated that because of this, I couldn't get this particular one out to me until something like the 6th to the 26th of June. We are in April nearly. That's like 2 months. Personally, Amazon does seem to do this like a lot in regards to like stuff like this, animes, mangas and stuff like that. So I wasn't surprised, but I was kind of a little bit annoyed. But either way, I then went on to game website, managed to pre-order one of these, as well as managed to get one within 48 hours delivery. Unfortunately, because Amazon left it so late to tell me that I wasn't going to be getting this game, I had to literally accept that 48 hours was going to run over into Sunday. So technically it was 48-hour delivery, but that included Sunday, and I respect where games coming from in that aspect. It's not their fault. So I kind of just went with the whole, it will get here on Monday, which is today. It is this. So this is Story of Seasons, Pinery of Olive Town. This is the deluxe edition and this is the 25th anniversary. So in case you don't know the complicated history, I will just, very briefly say this is kind of Harvest Moon, but not really Harvest Moon. But getting back to the roots of Harvest Moon, it's like frigging complicated, and even I struggle in the sense of I've had to watch videos myself explaining why Harvest Moon went to Story of Seasons, why Story of Seasons can't use the Harvest Moon name even though it's basically Harvest Moon. It gets hella complicated. Either way, I'm a massive Harvest Moon fan. I've obviously played a lot of Story of Seasons as well in regards to it. Yeah. Basically, this is a glorified farming sim. I guess a bit like Stardew Valley and stuff like that. If you like that, you'll like this, and vice versa. This particular one comes with the game, a poster and a few extra bits. Personally, I really love the Harvest Moons. I have so many collector's editions in regards to Harvest Moon just because it's something I grew up on. The first one I ever played was on the PlayStation 1, which is Back to Nature. I still have that exact copy that I used to play on the PlayStation 1 in my collection because I adore it. So yes, I'm super excited to play this. All the bachelors and bachelorettes are super cute. I don't actually know, preferably originally in the original games, bachelors could if you were a man you could only marry a female, and if you were a female you could only marry a man. So I wonder whether or not they've actually updated in that kind of aspect to let you marry whoever you want, which would be kind of nice if you can. Yeah, it looks super cute. Obviously you can make a girl or a male or a female character in this, which is nice. A lot of the original ones you couldn't. I literally had to go out my way and buy Harvest Moon DS Cute, and that is the name of it, so that I could play as a female in that particular game. So yes, obviously I will say be careful with knives, children, because yeah, I do not want to get any angry parents. To see if I can get this, because I don't want to ruin the box. That's like the annoying thing. So yeah, I absolutely love this. Obviously there has been a couple of Harvest Moon games on the Nintendo Switch anyway, but there can literally never be too many. Unfortunately, the only thing I will say downside to game was they packed this in a jiffy bag, and unfortunately it does have like a nick in the corner, like a dog-eared corner now. In the end, I'm probably gonna, that would probably happen to it anyway. Maybe it'd fall off a shelf or something. It sucks, but hey ho. See that? Oh, that's a cute thing. Have they done on that side? Oh, they have. So the really cute thing I was talking about is, so I just opened up this, and this is obviously made by Marvelous, but so they have a little chick and chicken, and I was like, I wonder if they have anything on the other side, and I checked, and they do. They have a little moo cow. They're so cute. His little bell on his tail means he's made of the age of where you can milk them. So this does have quite a lot of stuff in it. I can't remember how much I paid for it. I'll stick the price up, it's fine. I'm always honest about that kind of stuff. So you have a poster. I'm not very good at knowing this personally, but this to me, so this is the poster. It's super cute and I love it. It's basically just the front of like the box. But this poster, I can't describe it. The paper feels really cheap. Like, you could like this, if you stick this on your wall when you're getting it down, even if you're getting it down carefully and you've stuck it up with blue tack or white tack or whatever, bitch, it's like, it's getting ripped, like 100%. So that is a bit, yeah. The next thing to say that you get is this. I will never use this because I have that phobia of writing in a first like page of a book anyway, but this is literally, oh my gosh, I genuinely might see if I can find like another one of these on like eBay just so I can write in it and fucking use it. Because why, there was a unicorn. There was a unicorn. There's a black chicken. It's a unicorn. Like a monochrome chicken. Like, maybe you can get other colours of chickens and stuff in here, which would be really nice if you could. So this is what the front cover looks like. So I believe this is probably all the bachelors and bachelorettes. Not probably including if there's any secret bachelors and bachelorettes. If you don't know what I mean and you've never played a Harvest Moon or Story of Seasons game before, normally there is secret bachelors and bachelorettes. So they'll be weird ones. The dude that lives in the fish pond, the guy that you have to befriend, because if you befriend him, it's like in one of the DS games, you have to befriend him, and if you befriend him, you then get to go in his house, which then there's a mermaid at the bottom of his house in a bathtub. I don't make the stories, but you can then marry her with a lot of work, in the sense of you have to then woo her. But yeah, so the anime style is very like kawaii, it's very cute, it's very chibi, which is cute. I love it. Obviously you've got a lot of the animals. I don't know if this is all of them. They look like they do have recolored some of the animals, which is nice. They've kind of given them more of a real vibe. You even have like a black colored bull, which is nice because it was just plain cows before. And whilst you did have like the llamas and other things like that, it looks like you can get like a unicorn horse, which is cute. What I was saying was really cute, and the reason why I would kind of like it if I could get another one of these is, one, look at that front page, really cute, and two, they have genuinely given you, so this bit here is everybody's birthday, so it will tell you everybody's birthday. And for instance, if you're trying to woo a certain bachelor or bachelorette, what you need to do is you need to give them extra stuff on their birthday, because it normally works quite well that way. Also, it tells you, as you can see down the bottom here, these are all the seeds that you can plant and the flowers you can grow on that season. Obviously you have specific seasons, and then once that season's gone, then that plant will die. So it's very good and important to keep note of all of this. So they've done it in here because this is a key thing you always got with a lot of the games. And unfortunately, because a lot of little guidebooks aren't in these games anymore, because one, we're trying to save the trees and save paper, which is fair enough, it's hard for that, so they've given you this instead. The next thing to mention is, as I said, all on the top of here you have loads of different animals, which are super cute. I'm going to check if there's anything at the back. Oh, see, it has Finn, which means finish, and then you've got your little blue feather. If you don't know the relevance of the blue feather in this particular game is what you give to a bachelor or bachelorette when you are requesting to basically marry them. You have to say, like, here's a blue feather. So that is really cute. I like that. I'm going to put that poster on the floor because I can see it getting broken. And put that there. This was in here as well. Personally, it all fell out at once, so I will attempt to put it back properly. You also get these. So this is basically little bachelorette and bachelor cards. So each character has their likes and dislikes. So if you work out who you're trying to woo and what their favourite and most disliked things are, you are more likely to be able to woo them quicker. So you can give them, like, normally in the game, I don't think she's in this one, I can't see her. If she's in it, she's not got her pink hair. Potpourri, I used to call her Potpourri because I couldn't pronounce it properly, but Potpourri likes the pink flowers. So what I used to do was I used to literally go out of my way to get as many pink flowers to her all the time. It meant that things would literally just she'd end up liking me a lot quicker. Okay, so you have the same kind of characters in every game. So you have Damon. His favourite thing is apparently coffee. He's usually riding around on his motorcycle. He does look like one of the original characters, but not with that name. You have Rena. Again, she kind of reminds me of Karen a little bit in some of the other games. Her favourite like is lemons, apparently. You normally do get a couple of like oriental characters, which are really cute. Lori, her favourite thing is the mushroom. I can never pronounce it. It's like the most hard to find mushroom that there is. I know that much. But either way, yeah. Oh, it's a dude, sorry. A young man from a faraway land who lives with his retainer. But yeah, he's really cool. I said he does actually remind me of one of the characters in one of the other games. You have Bridget. Bridget to me is kind of a little bit like Mary, or I was gonna say Ellie in the original games. I think they've had to restack a lot of this. Her main like is milk, apparently. And again, that really stems from like Ellie, because Ellie used to like stuff like that. His favourite like is Chaka Soba. Can't say that properly, apologies. Jack. He's a standard character. Like, he doesn't give me any like special vibes. I'm not like running after him. Blair reminds me a little bit of Anne, because she looks like she works in a cafe, and that's what Anne did. Anne was like the girl that works in the cafe with the orange hair at the beginning. So she likes daisies, apparently. That's her like. So this is Emilio. Likes watermelons. Wakes up early every day with Marcus and Raoul to go fishing. So I actually don't know if this is a boy or girl. This could be a tomboy. This could be a girl, just genuinely, or just non-binary, etc. Or I guess transgender. But yeah, either way, they look really nice. Kind of reminds me of the person originally in the original game. Was a guy that used to run the cafe, or the summer cafe on the beach, basically, in the summer months. I think it was summer and then he went away full time and stuff. But yeah, so they look cool. You have Laura. Likes olives, a tour guide who keeps her father out at his grocery store when she can. Okay, so she kind of, that storyline reminds me of Karen, but she looks like, in some of the games you'll get a hiker kind of girl that, or character that kind of normally lives in a tent or is very free-spirited, etc. So that one. You have a Ralph, really likes pot and foo, I can't say that, again apologies. A ranger who guides others through the forest. He just looks standard to me. He looks like nothing special, sorry. She looks very young to be a bachelorette. Lynn, and really likes mangoes. A young lady who helped her grandfather at his shop. So if she's a bachelorette, she looks very, very young. She reminds me of the very, very young girl. When I say young girl in the original games, like she was like 5. Because she had like a younger brother, or at least a young boyfriend, like who was her friend. They used to live with the old man at the farm next to Potpourri's farm. I mean, she looks very cute, bless her. She's in a traditional kind of robe, which is really nice again. But I'll be interested to see how old they say she is, if she is a bachelorette. Just preferably saying, because she does look very young personally. Obviously, you get the game, which is very nice. This one actually seems to have a lot more mechanics in regards to actually making things. Also, it seems to have they brought a lot of the animals back. So what they did with some of these games was there was animals like bears, monkeys, squirrels, etc., and you could befriend them by feeding them things. So off the top of my head, the bears like honey. Ironic, I know, but you basically then throw honey at them, and then eventually you kind of end up befriending the animals, and it does have a perk. And sometimes what you can then do is you can do certain things, and there's like normally a harvest goddess in this, and you can then also befriend them. And sometimes in certain games you can marry the harvest goddess, but oh my dear gosh, there is so many hoops you have to jump through to do that. Normally it's like no animal can like die, so animals can die in this. No animal gets sick and die. You have to like have like full hearts with every single character that you can. It's a lot of work. There is nothing majorly special inside here. It's literally just the car itself. Again, I'll say this is made by Marvelous. It is only a Peggy 3. I would honestly say though, even though it's a 3, I have 2 3-year-olds in the other room, and I wouldn't think they have the cognitive, can't get that word out properly, development skills to play this game. It's no different to giving my kids Monster Hunter. That may be like a Peggy 7 or whatever it is, but they still don't understand what to do, and they're never going to get the gist or very far with the game. There is obviously fishing, there is cooking involved, there is farming involved. You look after all your animals. My first chicken will be called Pon, in respect to Pon that passed away, which is, if you don't understand the reference, in the original first Harvest Moon game that I played, which is Back to Nature, the first thing you talk to Potpourri about is the fact that her favourite chicken passed away, which is called Pon, and her brother Rich is taking the mick out of her about it, and she's super sad, and you have to be super nice to her. And I think that's where my love for Potpourri came from, even though she is kind of like the pink haired kind of overly cute one that everyone kind of takes the piss out before, because they're like, but she can't cook, she can't do this, she can't do that, but like her heart's in the right place, so she's super cute. Yeah, so you can do a lot of things on here. You build your farm from the ground up. You discover new animals in the wild. Actually looks like you can perhaps ride those animals. I might be seeing the picture wrong. Customize each inch of your house. Pack your bags and leave home behind the hustle and bustle of the city to your new life. That is normally standard. Normally in these games, your one grandparent or so has passed away, and you decide that you want to You're going to go and relive the life that you lived when you went every kind of summer there. So you go there and end up loving it and reliving and making the farm pretty. If you've never played a Harvest Moon game or a Story of Seasons game, then I would highly recommend it. As I said, if you're a Stardew Valley fan, then again, what are you waiting for? I really can't wait to play this. I'm literally going to take a Monster Hunter, which is really bad, and I'm going to probably spend about quite a few hours on this tonight. So yeah. But let me know in the comments down below what you actually think of this game. Did you know this one was coming out? Because personally, I have not seen it advertised in many places. I saw this one particularly advertised, and then I kind of didn't even see a limited edition advertised. Saw it advertised on something else. That's why I ended up pre-ordering it on Amazon, because it's the only place I actually saw it for so long. Then realised, obviously, once the cock up, it was on Game, and that's where I was lucky enough to find it. But yeah, if you're going to play it, let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I will see you guys next time. So